Fallout, a franchise that hardly needs an introduction. With 9 games and a TV show, Fallout has cemented itself as one of the giants in the landscape of video games. In the Fallout universe, the Earth has become an irradiated wasteland after a global nuclear exchange. Out in this hellscape, you'll find friends, foes, and mutated monstrosities. But a lucky percentage of the population was sealed off in vaults right before the nuclear Armageddon, and we were one of those lucky few. Well, actually our ancestors were, as the vault has been sealed for centuries, and we were born and raised underground. In Fallout 3, our protagonist was born in the vault and has a friend named Amata, whose dad is the Overseer. Basically, he's in charge of the vault. Our dad is a scientist, an all-around pretty swell guy. One day, our dad escapes the vault, and everything is thrown into a panic as the Overseer tries to get things under control and lock down the vault. And this is where the video really starts.
Yippee-yay, there'll be no wedding bells for today.
Alright, so for step 1, you're going to want to be playing with a controller, but make sure to be really bad at it so that you miss all your shots. You can also feel free to get killed by these guards that you don't even have to fight. I find that it really boosts your morale. For step 2, you can go into third person mode for no discernible reason, and then accidentally start typing and not know why you stopped moving. I guess I was just trying to get an early start on script writing here to spread out the workload. As a quick and easy step 3, you can finally stop goofing around and actually kill those guards just to satiate the bloodlust. Step 4 is to ignore the prompt telling you to talk to the Overseer when you finally find him, and instead just to start shooting him. This is a great decision that you'll never regret. Step 5 is to regret step 4 and decide to redo that part. Now for step 6, we'll talk to the Overseer, realize he's a douche, and then he starts hitting us with a stick. Now you're going to want to bring top level combat skills for this fight. As you can see, I deployed an incredibly technical strategy and managed to beat him. Once you kill him, you can take his terminal password and his key. That jingle jangle jingles on his keyring. Step 7 consists of seeing our best friend grieving the loss of her father that we just killed, and deciding to use this time to take a load off for a second. We've earned it. In step 8, we'll use the password we pried from the Overseer's cold, dead hands to access his computer terminal in order to make sure he's subscribed to Forviet, and also to open up his super secret tunnel. Step 9 is the main event, actually opening the vault. After causing mayhem and trauma to several of our fellow vault dwellers, we can finally escape responsibility for our actions by venturing out into the unknown. And finally, for step 10, we decide that we actually don't want to be 21st President of the United States Chester Alan Arthur, so I'll change my character to the closest thing you're getting to a face reveal. And with that, Forviet's patented easy-peasy plan to escape Vault 101 is finished, and we can finally leave this hole we've lived in for our entire life and explore the outside world. Good God, it's bright out here. Once we're done getting flashbanged by the unbridled power of the sun, we can finally see the outside world. I thought this game took place in DC, not Detroit. Alright, so it looks like our Pip-Boy is picking up some nearby radio broadcasts. Let's check them out. Okay, so we have static, propaganda, and some guy begging for help to free his people. I've chosen the static. Well, eventually the static turned into music, so that's pretty nice. And I honestly want to take a second to just watch this moment of action right here, because I hit an insane clip on this raider with some truly expert gaming. Okay, so getting back on track here, I finally made my way over to the settlement of Megaton, after realizing that's what the game wanted me to do. How was I supposed to know? It's not like the game told me directly several times and had it listed as the next step in my quest. Oh! Upon entering Megaton, we're approached by a man who says he's the mayor and sheriff around these parts. He tells us that his name is Lucas Sims, and he welcomes us into Megaton. You know, this Lucas guy seems pretty nice. I'm sorry, I'll see myself out. Anyways, we can ask Lucas if he's seen our father, and he tells us that a man matching our description came through here a while ago, to go talk to a man named Moriarty for more information. Surely we'll head straight to Moriarty's to get this vital information on our missing father, right? Well, wait a second, we're heading to the common house, and now I'm going to the back entrance of Moriarty's. Okay, I've gone to the Church of Adam. Now I'm talking to the doctor for some reason. Okay, now I'm just talking to the leader of the cult. Now a crazed drunken man. Okay, great, now I'm inside the brass lantern. Okay, and now I'm talking to some old lady and... No, you know what? This is getting absurd. Oh, never mind. I found the entrance. Okay, so upon entering Moriarty's, we can talk to this woman named Nova. She tells us that she can't give information on our dad, lest she bear the wrath of Moriarty. She says to either go directly to Moriarty, or to talk with Gob, the ghoul hitting the radio. So I go up and talk to Gob, decide not to be racist towards him, or whatever you'd call that, and gain some karma. Nice. Upon asking about our dad, he also tells us to go talk to Moriarty. But if we pressure him a little bit by passing a speech check against the odds, he reveals a little more. He tells us that Moriarty has a terminal in the back that most likely contains some dad data. But before I went to talk to Moriarty, I noticed this suspicious-looking man in the corner, so I decided to go over and talk to him. And he gives us a very interesting proposition. If we detonate the nuke in the middle of town, he'll give us a generous sum of money. To this, I say a resounding... No. Alright, it's finally time to face Moriarty. And...
Yeah, what the hell do you want?
God.
Colin Moriarty.
He's Irish!
Welcome to Moriarty. My saloon, my home.
Right off the bat, Moriarty is messing with us by claiming that our dad lied to us about being born in the vault, and that everyone in the vault was brainwashed to worship the Overseer. You might not be so wrong about that second one. He tells us that information is a commodity, and says to pay up 100 caps for the information. Since we're completely broke, he lets us do a favor for him instead. There's a junkie named Silver who owes him caps that she scrammed with after not upholding her end of a deal. If we can get those caps back, he'll give us the information. Before that, though, we run into Lucas and decide to rat on the suspicious guy asking us to blow up the town.
Lead the way. Not now, I know. You've made a grievous error.
Long time coming. Good riddance. Just bloody so hard to get out of the flow.
Well, that could have gone better. Hope you weren't too attached to him. I guess that teaches me not to snitch. Now that we've gotten the sheriff killed, let's head over and get those caps for Moriarty. One more quick speech check and that's that. We get the caps, head back to Moriarty, and he tells us that our dad came through town before heading off to the city, and we should go check Galaxy News Radio. After getting shot up pretty bad by raiders, I've made it to the subway station. Well, I got attacked by some mole rats while already on low health, so that didn't end well. I either did that, or that, or that. And then on top of all that, this happened.
Much is falling in my
into each and every life. Some rain has got to fall, but too much of that stuff is...
So yeah, I was really struggling at this part. I was finally able to kill all the mole rats. Just kidding, there was a third! Okay, now I've killed them all. Making our way further into the subway, we can find a literal garbage fire, listen to the Enclave station for some weekly garbage music, and see some spooky ghouls.
In America, this is John Henry Eden, your president.
John Henry Eden, your president.
Ooh, laser pistol. Don't mind if I do. I'm terrible at lockpicking and still don't fully understand how it works, but oh well. Anyways, I got chased by the ghouls, went up to the surface, got so insanely sidetracked by super mutants that it's genuinely impressive.
Sledgehammer. Nice.
And somehow made my way back to the station without dying. We use our shiny new sledgehammer to kill the ghouls, and we finally enter another area of the subway. Before venturing down there, though, I needed to heal up, so I walked the wasteland for several minutes before finding out that this game has quick travel. That would have been nice to know earlier.
Oh my god. I'm an idiot.
With that knowledge in my pocket, I went to see the doctor and paid up to get fixed up. After that, I stopped by Craterside Supply, picked up a quest, and sold a bunch of the crap that I collected. Heading back to the station, the tunnels opened up into a large lobby full of ghouls and a lot of collectible items to sell for caps. Continuing further along, we can finally make it out to the other side of the station.
Life could be a dream, life could be a dream.
Once outside, I immediately stumble into a shootout between the Brotherhood of Steel and some super mutants. We choose to follow them, and this entails a pretty fun scenario where they do all the work and I pretend to help. As we go looting our way through all the dead mutants, I accrue a sizable collection of hunting rifles, and eventually end up in the GNR plaza I've been looking for. Nice. Let's go. GNR. Wait, that's where I'm supposed to be, right? Let's go. Ooh, well, goodbye hunting rifles. I thought that I could just enter the building now, but then this happened. Where's the key? What was that? Oh, are there mutants inside there? Oh my god. Super Mutant Behemoth? Okay, yeah, that was not my smartest decision. I should probably not shoot at the behemoth. Well, with that pitiful performance out of the way, now for round 2. The game wanted me to retrieve something called the Fat Man from a dead Brotherhood soldier. Naturally, I waited around until the mutant behemoth was dead before then going to search for it. Upon finding it, it turns out the Fat Man is a mini nuke launcher that definitely would have helped in killing the behemoth. At least the name makes sense now. Well, anyways, we can go talk to Three Dog now and get the information on our dad. Before that, though, I traveled back to Megaton to sell a bunch of stuff since I was pretty much maxed out on weight. But with that done, we can finally talk to Three Dog in the next video.